And what's going on, guys? Kale coming at you with another video. For those of you new to the channel, I'm an M-game player with 4 accounts, and we are currently working on part 4 of our new player guide. We are currently on my newest account, Caraxes, over here, and so far we've touched on basically picking your meta raid team, managing your resources, navigating all of these different game modes and tabs, and now we are talking about probably 2 of the more important game modes, Alliance War and Cosmic Crucible. Now, Cosmic Crucible is basically a solo war, whereas Alliance War is the Alliance War, so it's going to require all 24 of your members to complete attacks, and Cosmic Crucible is basically like a solo mini-war. Now, the concepts are going to be fairly similar. Once we do unlock War on our new Alliance at level 20, what we will see is a lot of the times we'll be going up against other alliances that at the lower levels pretty much just have shield teams, and what it'll come down to is basically who can clear the most shield teams the most efficiently. And early Cosmic Crucible is actually very similar as well. So I'm actually going to talk about how I manage Cosmic Crucible, which will then also apply to early new player wars. And most of your Cosmic Crucible matches you'll see will just be basically these default shield teams, and you might kind of be tempted to go in and, really go all in and kind of match power for power. But what you need to remember is that these are minion characters, so they're not as good as, say, the marquee characters. And what I mean by marquee characters is basically any character in the game that has a name. So any character that isn't like Hand Assassin, Hand Blade Master, Hand Archer, Hand Sorceress, I don't even remember which one this is. But anyway, Hand Sentry, I think. Whereas you've got your actual staple characters, Shang-Chi, Psylocke, Captain America, Cersei, etc. So what you can do is, basically what I want to do is I just want to go in here and I want to full clear my opponent. And what that's going to do is, number one, hopefully I'll clear them more efficiently, which will give me the win, but it'll also give me, by clearing these rooms, I'll get these Crucible credits, which are going to be very important for farming teal gear towards the end game. And while we're not quite there yet, it's always about building those resources. So what I'll do is I basically want to go in here and I want to plan my attacks. Now, I go in with basically, there's 6 teams, so I will be going in with 6 teams as well. So what I want to do is I basically choose my strongest character, so he's number 1, and basically my next 5 strongest characters are going to be the, kingpin in my other attacks. So, we look in here and we have Psylocke will be basically room 2, Captain America room 3, Cersei room 4, Vision number 5, and Capsan will be number 6. Now, as they get lower, though, you'll notice their power starts to decrease. So basically, what I'm going to want to do is the next character that goes with them, I'm going to want them to be slightly stronger. So kind of what I'll do is I'll go through here and I'm basically going to count. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I want Cap Sam on his room to be paired with the Winter Soldier, and basically that'll kind of help him with his power. So what I'm going to do now is for Shang-Chi, his next character is going to be the next 6 down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's basically going to give him kind of equal amount of power to, clear, and it'll also give my weaker character a little bit better power when they're going towards the rooms. So we're going to kind of continue this process. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ghost Spider is next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I've got my team, and while it may not be as strong as this, and I can actually go in and save, while they're not as strong as this team, they're going to be able to manage it just fine. Now, I might lose some of my weaker members, which when you start getting towards opponents that are playing, you're going to want to be playing more efficiently. But really, what I'm just trying to do is I'm just trying to clear. And we'll go in. I'll show a fight real quick, and primarily the two characters that are going to be probably putting in the most work is going to be Shang-Chi, and I believe it was saying Miles Morales is the next highest. So we'll go in, and I'm basically just going to try to put some Disrupted on the Hand Sorceress. Now, what I'm going to do with these shield teams is I want to get rid of the healer first, and that's Hand Sorceress. So I target her first. Shang-Chi is going to kick everyone in the face. I'm going to ability block the healer so she can't heal. And what's going to happen is Hand Sentry over here is going to put everyone in stealth. But because the Hand Sorceress is actually disrupted, she wouldn't go in stealth. But we were able to kill her first. Now, we did lose our Hulk over here, which is okay. Because primarily, as long as we don't lose, I would say probably Shang-Chi and Miles Morales, we should actually be able to finish these hand minions with no problem. So we're going in, we're just basically attacking. I'm attacking Hand Sentry now because he's the only one I can attack. He's out. We'll now take out the Hand Assassin over here. We missed those, which is okay. And boom, and now boom. So we were able to clear, which again, not an issue. And what our goal is with Cosmic Crucible is to basically clear, all 5 of these rooms. So I'll do a second attack just to kind of, again, show the selection process. But what I would do in War is actually very similar. And War, it's actually a lot easier because the shield teams, I think, are only... I think they're like 13k each, so it's about half of this. I think a shield room is maybe like 50k or something like that. So typically what I'll actually do in War is I'll take in one of my strong characters, and then I'll basically just bring in 5 trash characters, and I would do something like this. And basically that main character is able to full clear, and I get easy points. But we can talk about War, certainly when it comes up again. So now we are going on to room 2. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she'll start off with Kestrel. And then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this will be team 2, and I can save that. And basically now what I can do, like going forward, is I could just basically select my save team. And we can actually talk about save teams after this fight. And basically what I'll be doing is then I'll be just kind of repeating this process until I have full cleared this Cosmic Crucible. What you'll also potentially maybe run into is you might run into a situation where you actually have a couple, actual defense teams, and we'll talk about that too. So what I'm going to do here with Kestrel is I'm going to basically target so I get the most amount of characters hit. But again, our primary goal is going after the healer. Kestrel has a cool ping mechanic where anyone that has defense down, if they are hit, Kestrel will then ping the next weakest character. So we'll go in there. She'll probably ping Hand Assassin. We don't really need a heal, so we'll just kind of keep basically knocking them down a little bit. This should actually probably get rid of Hand Sentry. And now we just have 2 left to clear. We get the defense down again. Now Mr. Negative's attack is going to attack everyone. So we'll get a ping on Archer. And this one we actually did a lot more efficiently because we actually didn't lose any characters. So this was a more efficient match. Let's go ahead and finish them off. Boom, there we go. And now what we're going to do, I'm not going to kind of bore everyone with the remaining Cosmic Crucible matches. I will just kind of save the squads really quick, and that'll actually kind of leave us into talking about save squads. For those that are kind of unfamiliar, so when we go in with our next one, so this is match 3. So we would have 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. and 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is my next save squad. Now, what I can do now is basically as I'm doing this, I would just go in and continue to save them. So if you look in your save squad tabs, it'll show you can do it for war, you can do it for arena, you can do it for raids. So you were looking here, I basically kind of did a bio hybrid. I've got my main raid team here. But the main important, I would say, save squads for an early player are probably going to be your blitz squads. And for me, I just basically put together my 15 highest powered teams and I saved them. And it just kind of gives you like easy access to those characters. And now that I'm like properly saving my Cosmic Crucible squads in future Cosmic Crucible matches, I can just kind of go in and pick the squad and make my life a lot easier. While we are talking, just the last thing about Cosmic Crucible, this one is a lucky match where basically all of them are hand teams. If you run into a situation where, in order to maybe make this harder for me, maybe they have like one strong character, what I would suggest is just kind of going in and trying to clear as many of the hand characters as possible and clearing the full hand rooms first and saving those tougher teams for last. And basically, I would say the early goal is just to get as many of these Crucible credits as possible. Same thing in war. You want to basically as efficiently clear your opponent as possible. So when you're going up against those shield teams, maybe only taking in one high-powered character and then, several low-powered characters. But yeah, that is just kind of a quick little rundown of Cosmic Crucible. If you certainly want something more in-depth for Cosmic Crucible, I can definitely do that as well. For myself personally, for defense, I have not put any defense teams in yet just because I don't have the roster for it. As you do develop a bigger roster, you can certainly start doing that as well. But for right now, generic teams are just fine. And so that is going to be part 4, just a quick rundown of how to efficiently manage Cosmic Crucible as well as Alliance War. And we can definitely do a more in-depth Alliance War video once we get access to that content again. But hopefully you found this video helpful. This is obviously a little bit of a quicker video. But like I said, if you want me to go more in depth in Cosmic Crucible, I can certainly do that. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're finding this new player guide helpful. I'll be coming to y'all with part 5, which is going to be, I think, the last part of this new player guide. We'll talk about the web store as well as hoarding resources, as this has become Marvel Hoarding Force. So look for that. That'll be the last part of the new player guide. But thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a good week, and take it easy.